The blacksmith lived on the edge of town, where the noise of the city faded into quiet. His workshop smelled of iron and smoke, and he spent his days shaping metal with steady hands. His son grew up watching sparks fly, learning early that strength could be forged. One evening, the boy asked his father to make him a knife sharper than any he had ever made. The blacksmith hesitated and asked why, but the boy avoided the question and kept insisting. Against his better judgment, the father finally forged the blade. The moment the knife touched the boy's hand, something changed. He held it like power itself. That night, he ordered his father to go to the royal palace and demand the princess's hand in marriage. When the blacksmith hesitated, the boy threatened him with a knife. The blacksmith did not sleep that night. If he went to the king, he might die. If he stayed, his son would surely kill him. At dawn, he chose the path that at least preserved his honor and walked to the palace. The king was furious at the request. A blacksmith asking for the princess felt like an insult. He was ready to order an execution, but his minister stopped him and suggested an impossible condition instead. The king declared that the marriage would be allowed only if the boy could perform something no one had ever done or seen before. The blacksmith returned home alive and told his son everything. Without fear, the boy accepted the challenge. Together, they left the town and walked until roads disappeared and forests swallowed the sky. Deep in the wilderness, they saw men doing impossible things, placing their legs in fire, cooking in boiling oil without pain. Each time they asked to learn, they were told to move forward, that someone greater waited ahead. Eventually, they met a man beneath a fruit tree who treated fire like air. He agreed to train the boy, but demanded complete control. The boy was locked inside a room, and the blacksmith was told not to return for a year. Inside the room, hunger and fear took over. Days passed without help. When the boy finally looked around, he saw human bones scattered across the floor. Panic crushed him, and he cried until there were no tears left. Then he refused to surrender. Using a sharp bone, he carved into the wall day after day until he created an opening. On the other side, he discovered a hidden chamber filled with warmth and beauty. A young woman lived there. She fed him, listened to his story, and revealed that her father was a powerful sorcerer and that she herself was even stronger. She taught him magic in secret. Months turned into years. The boy grew skilled, focused, and calm. When the blacksmith finally returned, expecting tragedy, he found his son alive. Following the woman's plan, he tricked the sorcerer into believing the boy was dead and carried him away hidden in cloth. They escaped, but the boy ignored the warning not to use magic on the road. He used his powers to earn money, and the sorcerer felt it instantly. What followed was a relentless chase. Forms changed again and again: animals, birds, object, each transformation a desperate attempt to survive. The pursuit ended in the king's court, where the boy finally outwitted and destroyed the sorcerer in front of everyone. The king watched in silence, unable to believe what he had seen. When asked if such a thing had ever happened before, he could only say no. The promise was fulfilled. The princess married the blacksmith's son, and the wedding was celebrated across the kingdom. When the king later died, the throne passed to the one no one had expected. The boy who once threatened his father with a knife became a ruler shaped by struggle, intelligence, and survival, proving that destiny often chooses the most unlikely hands.